The movement that started as a petty action but became the mark of the fandom. So, happy Pato Who for the ones who celebrate. If you have heard about IndyCar, you must have heard about Pato O'Ward. And maybe if you have not heard about the category, you must have known him or because he's McLaren F1 team reserve driver, or because he's popular online presence. Now imagine someone saying he's not that popular. And to get even worse, imagine this person is the CEO of the category. I discovered what was happening because of Alexander Ross' tweet saying why he thinks Pato is popular as Pato thinks he is popular. And first, this is very fun, and second, I love how IndyCar drivers, they are more open to speak about whatever they want to talk about, and this makes everything so much more fun to enjoy following this. Pato O'Ward or just Pato O'Ward, he's 26, Mexican, he's Aaron McLaren's IndyCar driver and McLaren F1 team reserve driver. He and his fans have been asking for IndyCar race in Mexico for a while, but for a lot of reasons that didn't happen yet. Last year, NASCAR announced that they would have a race in Mexico, still in 2024. Pato, Alex Palou, Scott Dixon talking about how the category was missing for not have a race in Mexico. The CEO, Mark Miles, and he said the category was not ready, and he made a comment that didn't sit right with Pato and his fans, and even the other drivers. I would say that it's clear that Pato isn't as famous as the last previous famous Mexico driver, Adrian Fernandez, but he is really gaining ground and he is actually on some billboards now. All this was happening in the week of the High Five Mohawk Mile 250. So, unfortunately for IndyCar, on the previous week, the city was holding the NASCAR race, so all the billboards, all the promotion was focused on NASCAR. In United States, the two most popular motorsport categories is NASCAR and IndyCar. But NASCAR, they invest more in promotions, online, billboards, etc., while IndyCar was more shy. It is still more shy than NASCAR, let's put it this way. And Pato, being the pity person he is, and I love it, he posts, speaking of billboards, guess who is not on one? This weekend was a double race weekend, and Pato won the race one. And he made a post with his team, the trophy, and the caption, Pato Who. But if you're thinking that Pato was pity, his big boss, Zach Brown, is more. He's the king of pity. He commented, never heard of him. He any good? The fans were crazy. They were commenting everywhere. IndyCar post, Pato's post, the circuit post, Pato Who. Every single post. Still this day, every single post, there is one Pato Who in the comment. We went for journalists to fans to other drivers saying how much popular Pato O'Ward is. We had videos from the circuit after Pato won, how loud the fans were screaming for him. We have videos of his stand because he had his own tent to sell his merch. Drivers saying how hard it is for doing the brief after race because his fans are screaming for him. Fans comparing how Pato had more followers than Joseph Newgarden, that was 2024 Indy 500's winner, and how he has more followers than IndyCar series. I was editing the video and Marian updated the comparison between followers for this year, but this time the comparison is between IndyCar, Pato, Alex Palou, and Joseph Newgarden. Things change, but not that much. In the post-race conference, we had Pato making jokes about Pato Who. We have Real Power saying we need a Mexican race in the calendar. Later Saturday, Jenner Fryer from the Association Press revealed the letter that Miles sent to the operators of the Autódromo Hermanos Rodrigues to negotiate a race for IndyCar, and she also revealed that NASCAR invited Pato to race, but because of his agenda was crashing, he was not able to go, but there was the invite. When life give you lemons, Pato Who becomes merch, and of course, a billboard. On September 11, McLaren announced that Pato O'Ward would drive the MCL38 in front of his home crowd for the Mexican Grand Prix. On the following day, the King of Pity, Zach Brown, made an open letter talking about the future of IndyCar and especially about the international races. So here is a screenshot of this part. On September 15, the last race of the 2024 season, Zach Brown was using a Pato Who cap. On October 1st, Pato was announced as Kit Kat ambassador, and they prepared a meet and greet for when he was in Mexico because of the Grand Prix, and the event was huge, even bigger than what I was hoping for. And in the post of the news, on the post about the event, you already know what was flowing in the comments. A lot of Pato Who. After Pato's FP1, Brown made a live, and one of his comments was,
Ready to do it again?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Well, you did an awesome job, and I hope we answered one question. Who is Pato?
After that was no way to coming back. Pato Who became a joke, a mark between Pato, his fans, and of course the IndyCar series fans. But don't worry, there was no bad feelings between Pato and Mark Miles, because this year they post this. This year, the IndyCar series has been broadcast by Fox, so the promotions start to get a little better. It's not perfect yet, but they're getting there. But it's a talk for another day. And one of the steps they did was doing 3 special videos that was broadcast on the channel a lot, and of course in the Super Bowl. One with Alex Palou, the 2024 IndyCar champion, Joseph Newgarden, 2024 Indy 500's winner, and of course the most popular driver of the series, Pato O'Ward.
This is Pato O'Ward. His last name's Irish, but his first words were...
I think Pato Who will be an eternal joke, an eternal saying in the series. I think will not be forget so easily. Next we will have the FIFA Club World Cup, so it will be a crazy year for Canada, USA, and Mexico, and we still don't have a calendar for 2026. So I'm thinking maybe we'll have a Mexican race. Being the Delulu I am, I also think maybe we could have a Brazilian race. If I wouldn't bet on it, I would not say 2026, I would say 2027, but I'm being the Delulu, I'm dreaming, so how about you?